friends. So glad you're back for another day of 4K. Let's start with reading our message. It says, hello 4K. Let's talk about a 10 frame. Love, Miss Christy and Miss Sheila. So we've talked about 10 frames before. Let me show you my 10 frame. So I have a 10 frame right here. It looks like this. So I'm going to grab my marker and I am going to start with a little smiley face right here. Because whenever we work with a 10 frame, we always start in this corner. So if I was going to pick, let me grab a different marker. Let's see if we can see this one better. The number 5, we would be able to decide very easily that the number 5 is this top row. Because remember, a 10 frame has 2 rows in it, and each row has 5 squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 5 down below. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if we were to count the number 5, we know that if we put a dot in each of these, we have got the number 5. That is the number 5 in a 10 frame. Now, let's try another number. Let's try the number 7. We already know that there's 5 up here, so we need to add 2 more. 5, 6, 7. There's the number 7 in our 10 frame. And then let's pick another number. Let's take the number 3. So we're gonna start out, there we go. 1, 2, 3. 3 squares with our dots. You have a 10 frame that we sent home with you in September, and you could play with your 10 frame and get some more numbers and practice counting if you wanted to. Well, we have a book to read today. This book is called Swimmy, and it is by Leo Lionnay. Look at that, there's our picture of Swimmy. A happy school of little fish lived in a corner of the sea somewhere. They were all red. Only one of them was as black as a mussel shell. He swam faster than his brothers and sisters. His name was Swimmy. Can you find him? Yeah, he's right there. He's the one who's all black. One day, a tuna fish, swift, fierce, and very hungry, came darting through the waves. In one gulp, he swallowed all the little red fish. Only Swimmy escaped. He swam away in the deep, wet world. He was scared, lonely, and very sad. I think he's all by himself now. But the sea was full of wonderful creatures, and as he swam from marvel to marvel, Swimmy was happy again. He saw a Medusa made of rainbow jelly. Okay, there's a jellyfish. A lobster who walked about like a water moving machine. Strange fish pulled by an invisible thread. I think they're all swimming in the same direction. How many fish are there? 1, 2, 3. A forest of seaweed growing from sugar candy rocks. Look at all that beautiful seaweed. An eel whose tail was almost too far away to remember. Eels are very long. And sea anemone who looked like pink palm trees swaying in the wind. Then, hidden in a dark shade of rocks and weeds, he saw a school of little fish, just like his own. Let's go and swim and play and see things, he said happily. We can't, said the little red fish. The big fish will eat us all. But you can't just lie here, said Swimmy. We must think of something. Ooh, he's gonna think. He's gonna use his brain and get creative. I wonder what he's gonna think of. Swimmy thought and thought and thought, then suddenly said, I have it. We're gonna swim together like the biggest fish in the sea. He taught them to swim close together, each in his own place. See what they're doing? And when they had learned to swim like one giant fish, he said, I'll be the eye. Do all those little fish look like a big giant red fish? And so they swam in the cool morning water and in the midday sun and chased the big fish away. The end. Well, that was a fun story about swimming. He had a good brain and he thought of a good solution to their problem. So today's activity is going to be counting with Swimmy. So go ahead and jump on your seesaw activities and make sure you do some swimmy activities. Talk to you later.